Hello, this is Ron Vining, and I would like to welcome you to Marketing Kitchen TV. Today, we're going to continue looking at LEGO Star Wars 2019. I have a couple more sets to show you, and this one is the latest Battle Pack. For those of you that are not familiar with the Battle Pack range, I'm not sure how many years they've been going on now. LEGO Star Wars, as I've mentioned in a prior video, and as you may already know, is on its 20th year. It started in 1999, so 2019 marks the 20th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars, so expect a lot of cool things from the LEGO group. They've been celebrating a lot of anniversaries of late. Last year they celebrated the 60th anniversary of the LEGO brick, and they also celebrated the 40th anniversary of the LEGO minifigure. And if you're not familiar with the minifigure it's some of it's these guys right here. All right, this is from The Last Jedi. And anybody see that divisive movie? I try to talk a little bit about marketing or branding. As I mentioned in a prior video, Marketing Kitchen TV is about ABCDM, advertising, branding, communications, marketing. So always be a little bit of education as well as fun while we're in the kitchen. Also sometimes I'll be pulling things out of, say, the marketing microwave right here, or say the, oh, you can't see it, I'm out of camera range, the Omni-Channel oven, dun-dun-dun, or what would we call the fridge? Okay, all right, we'll save that one for another video. Anyway, talking a little bit about The Last Jedi for a second before we review this set. The Last Jedi was a divisive and controversial film for both Disney, Lucasfilm, and the Star Wars franchise. And one of the reasons why, I believe anyway, that it was so divisive, well, some people love the movie, and that's great. That's what art's all about, right? Somebody produces something, some people love it, some people hate it, some people are somewhere in between. So that's cool. Doesn't matter where you fall in that particular spectrum. But for myself anyway, as a fan of Star Wars going back to 1977, when I actually saw it in the movie theater, so you can do the math about how old I may or may not be. But going way back to then, to the year that Last Jedi came out, which was 2017, I was a bit disappointed. And the reason that I was disappointed was the fact that I felt that it didn't remain consistent to the brand values that the prior 6 trilogy films had established. So there was the original trilogy, which was comprised of A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. There was the prequel trilogy, which took place before, which had The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, which was also a sort of divisive film, and then Revenge of the Sith. And so that was the Star Wars prequel trilogy and original trilogy that most fans were, it made the franchise what it was at the time that Disney paid over $4 billion for it. And then Disney came out with The Force Awakens, which was domestically the most successful film that ever, domestic US box office, until Avengers Infinity War, of course. And then the follow-up to The Force Awakens was The Last Jedi. And I just feel that the film didn't live up to the brand of Star Wars. There were several elements that just it was the inconsistent, and that would be the personality of Luke Skywalker, the sort of the way the narrative unfolded, and I don't want to get into them all here. I actually wrote an article about this, which I'll leave in the link to this video, and you can go to LinkedIn and read it, and I titled it Revenge on the Last Jedi Fans. And it's not a scathing criticism of the film. There were some moments in the film that were enjoyable, and one of them is the set that I'm going to talk about. But the article will really sort of go into my critique from a brand consistency perspective, because you as a consumer expect something from a brand. So whether that's Apple, whether that's Lego, whether it's Starbucks, or it's McDonald's, or it's Louis Vuitton, each of these brands have values that they have used to make them iconic. And whenever the company doesn't deliver on their brand promise, or does not remain consistent or true to that inherent set of values, then their fans or their customers or consumers, there's tension there. And that inconsistency can actually turn your loyal fans away or against you, as what happened in the case of, for some anyway, of The Last Jedi. All right, that was the marketing piece there. Let's get back to the fun aspect. For me, one of the best aspects of The Last Jedi was the throne room scene. And that is where Kylo Ren comes before the Supreme Leader Snoke. And Snoke has these really cool guards that harken back to the Emperor's royal guards from the original trilogy, as well as from the prequel trilogy. So this is a battle set pack. Battle pack sets come with typically 4 minifigures and a small build. And in another video, I'll talk to you about why you just can't buy individual Lego Star Wars minifigures. But Lego is able to sell you 4 figures with a tiny build, and they're represented in the battle pack. In another video, I'll tell you why it's that way. So this battle pack was quite cool because it's the follow-up to a set that came out last year. And that set that came out last year, and I've been waiting till I started this channel to talk about this one, and I've been waiting for that battle pack to come out so that I could. This is Snoke's throne room. And in this particular depiction here is when Kylo Ren brings Rey before Supreme Leader Snoke. And there's different agendas here. Rey is here thinking that she can persuade Kylo Ren to abandon the dark side of the Force. And Supreme Leader Snoke has orchestrated all of this because he believes that he can either turn Rey to the dark side, or he can extract from her the location of the whereabouts of Luke Skywalker, which was the whole premise of the Force Awakens. So this battle pack is a fantastic companion to this because it adds more guards and it adds a little play feature that you can add to the throne room. And of course, it really comes with some of the coolest minifigures to come out of the Last Jedi film. Let me just quickly show you the Snoke's throne room here. Anyway, it's a quite fun build. I'm a big fan of the Empire, and so obviously I like the First Order because there's a lot of similarities to the design of the ships and the interiors and the weaponry, and of course the stormtroopers and the guards and things of that nature. So anyway, that's quite cool. So anyway, this is the set, and within the battle pack there's just this mini micro build which has a fun little play feature there. And I really think I'm going to end up getting myself a second battle pack, and then you can you can just sort of display the extra little piece. If you have 2 of them, you can put one on this side, one on this side, and you can line up the guards, and that's actually what happened in the film. So if you want to have a display piece, you could get 2 of these battle packs, and you get Snoke's throne room, and you put them together. You'll end up between Snoke's throne room, which comes with 2 guards, as well as the battle pack, which comes with 3 guards each. You'll end up with 8. And there were 8 Praetorian guards protecting Supreme Leader Snoke in the film. I won't tell you what happened in the scene. I'll let you watch the movie for that. For me, that was the highlight of The Last Jedi. So I encourage you to take a look at that. Actually, the throne room is used twice in The Last Jedi, and those were actually 2 of the best scenes in the film for me. I wouldn't say they redeemed the film, but they made the film enjoyable. And whenever I rewatch the film, which sadly hasn't been many times, unlike other Star Wars films, I do appreciate or look forward to those scenes. The set, the battle pack, comes with an instruction booklet. I've already packed away the instruction booklet for Snoke's throne room, so sorry I can't show you that. But what I want to show you, and I mentioned it in a prior video, is new for the Lego sets this year is a QR code on the front, and there's a Lego Life app, which is not new, but this feature is new. You scan the QR code, and then the instructions will download into the app. And I think that's fantastic for those of you that want to be able to sort of enlarge the size of the instructions, which of course you can't do in the real world without a magnifying glass, right? But I think that's pretty cool. It's a great place to store everything. And for Lego, I think it's a fantastic idea because they can save money. They can save the environment in the future if they decide to, again, do away with the booklet, as I mentioned, in the future. I don't think they'll do it this year. I don't think they'll do it next year, but I think they'll do that the year after that. And then from a marketing perspective, I think it's a fantastic CRM tool for Lego to be able to track who purchases which sets and how they interact with them. And I'll do a feature at some point on the Lego Life app because anyway, I think that that's pretty cool. And let's get to the figures, right? That's probably what you most want to see. And actually, I have a special treat for you. I've already put my first order Praetorian guards and Snoke and Kylo Ren inside of one of my display boxes. And I showed you one of these in a prior video. And these are not official by Lego, but they do have studs on them so that you can stand the figures inside the cases. And the reason why I put my Star Wars minifigures in these cases is to protect them. It protects them from dust and also moisture. And even a bigger killer, I think, well, obviously light is a killer for your minifigure collection or even for your Lego in general. So you want to make sure you store your Lego in a dark space or especially out of UV as well as sunlight. These cases don't protect for that, but they protect against dust, moisture, and in particular if you're cooking. So anyway, here I am in the Marketing Kitchen TV. I don't keep my Lego here, but grease. So making eggs in the morning or anytime you're frying something, that grease really sticks to your Legos. So you need to make sure you use ventilation in your kitchen, as I do, but even then still it ends up getting on them. All right, let me open up this case just real quickly. So you can get a closer look at some of the minifigures here. And of course, Finn fell down and this training bot fell down over here. But this is my first order collection. And what I do by box is I put a collection of minifigures in there. And for either a particular film, a particular theme, or a particular legion. So this would be my first order box, if you will. This contains one of each variant of a first order trooper, officer, guard, or again Kylo Ren, General Hux, the Praetorian guards, as well as droids. So like BB-9E in the front, as well as from Star Destroyer. This was the medical droid that repairs Kylo Ren's face. And then this is a training droid of some sort that it can be found in the battle pack that we were talking about today. So anyway, that's pretty cool. And then also too in the battle pack, it comes with 3 Praetorian guards, and it comes with this first order trooper. And what makes this first order trooper cool for me anyway, is that all of my other first order troopers have the original print from The Force Awakens. In The Last Jedi, they tweaked the face mask printing in the film, and then Lego also did it here too. However, if you're buying your sets from the US, this would be the first time you'd be getting that new print. If you had bought your first order figures in Europe or some other parts of the world, then you would have gotten that print in some of the sets that had come out last year. But I did not, so this is my first one of this particular variant. And for me anyway, it's very cool that I pride myself on getting at least one each of each variant of the figures that I collect. Stress relief, right? Or hoarder or something, I don't know. It's a good diversion from work. All right, this video is capping out at the 15-minute mark, and I always try to keep the Lego videos can certainly go on longer because people will take the time to watch. If we're talking pure marketing, they certainly won't. But I thank you for tuning in today for this episode where I took a look at Snoke's throne room, and then where I also took a look at the Praetorian Guard battle pack. So this was from 2018 and this was from 2019. And this one was a bit pricey. This is a fantastic bargain. So again, I'm going to pick up a second one of these to be able to create a scene inside the throne room. And this you might be able to find on sale later on in 2018, and then I think it'll be a good value to pick up. Okay, again, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I'm Ron Vining, and this is the Marketing Kitchen, and welcome to the Marketing Kitchen TV. All right, thank you very much. See you in our next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.